Hello and good afternoon. We're so glad you're joining us. I'm Alexia Anderchek.
And I'm Sneha Vieru. You're watching NewsWatch Ole Miss. We have a packed show for you today, starting off with a special event on the square.
And later on, your national news updates with The Watch. You do not want to miss it.
Well, the weather outside is frightful, but soon it's gonna be frightful. We have some unfortunate rain coming our way.
Let's send it over to Seth for our current conditions. Seth?
Well, it's been a lovely day here in Oxford, Mississippi. We are looking at current temperatures in the upper 60s. However, as we head into our game day weekend, the weather is looking to take a bit of a turn. I'll have more on that later on in the show. Back to you at the desk.
Thank you, Seth. Well, now that Halloween is out of the way, Oxford has officially dusted off its Christmas time decorations.
NewsWatch reporter Hannah Baker has the latest on all the Christmas activities the city has lined up in the coming weeks.
Out with the jack-o'-lanterns and in with the holiday bows. Christmas is coming, and so are the decorations as Oxford prepares its transformation into a Christmas hallmark town.
We are kind of known as a snow globe town, so the mayor has been really pushing for us to bring back old traditions for the holidays.
Visit Oxford's director, Kenny Ferris, says they start planning almost a year in advance and start putting Christmas lights up in September.
It takes us about probably a couple weeks just to go through all of our strands, all the canopies. We have to plug everything. Anything that's got a light on, it's got to be plugged up in advance to check the bulbs. And
all of this in preparation for the Lighting the Squares ceremony, an Oxford tradition that brings the community together.
I think I'm really excited for the tree lighting. When the whole square just gets lit up, you know, everyone's gathering around, you see all your friends. It's kind of cool.
Holly Jolly Holidays. Oxford plans Christmas-themed activities and events for all ages, including ice skating, Santa Claus visits, and a magical journey down the Peppermint Trail starting November 18th.
So 5 years ago during COVID, we decided that we needed to make Christmas celebrations in the city a little bigger.
Tonight at 7 p.m., the city's festive preparations will light up the square, marking the beginning of the holiday season and transforming Oxford into the perfect Christmas hallmark town. For NewsWatch Ole Miss, I'm Hannah Baker.
Thank you so much, Hannah. Well, now that you've seen how Oxford is preparing for the season, let's see how the city is preparing for tonight's Christmas event on the square.
NewsWatch reporter William Traylor is there now. William, what's it looking like?
The city of Oxford is about to be glowing on this beautiful November 7th evening. There have been city parks and rec workers out for the past 3 weeks setting up everything that you're going to see on the square when they light it up tonight at 6 o'clock. Oxford's very own Olympian will be flipping the switch this evening, and it is just a beautiful scene out here. The square is starting to get packed. Roads are starting to be barricaded. You can't get on the avenue that we're on right now, right in front of City Hall, but you can certainly walk here, and we expect this square to be packed within the next hour or so. As City Hall plans to be lit up, all the lights above my head and around the square are going to be lit up, and it's going to be a gorgeous evening. City workers have gotten permits to turn off every street light just for this. We'll have more soon.
Thanks, William. Speaking of Christmas, Starbucks introduced their Christmas flavors today.
Many people often have trouble deciding what to order from the immense menu that Starbucks boasts for its customers. Well, luckily, Leslie Lackman has some tips for Ole Miss students to help you choose.
Are you looking for a new Starbucks order? Whether you stand in line and ponder what you're going to get or have your go-to order every time, here's some ideas of what to get the next time you go from the students of Ole Miss.
The Apple Crisp Oat Milk Macchiato is fabulous, and I think it's so full, and I love it so much. Y'all should get it.
I like cappuccino, and yeah, I would recommend it. It's basic.
Grande iced chai tea latte with oat milk.
I get an iced caramel shaken espresso.
Honey oat milk latte.
Iced shaken espresso, venti, with extra caramel drizzle. And yes, I recommend it to everyone because it has lots of espresso in it.
The venti strawberry acai refresher with lemonade. I recommend with lemonade. It's really good. I would recommend it to literally anyone.
I got a green tea lemonade, I'm pretty sure. It was actually really good. Get it with the sweetener, put a little sugar in it, all good to go.
I got a iced brown sugar oat milk shaken espresso, and it was great. Highly recommend. Feeling and tasting very fall, and it was a perfect pre-test little drink.
Pumpkin spice frappuccino with oat milk. So amazing and perfect for the fall.
With over 87,000 possible drink combinations, the students seem to have just a few favorites. On campus, you have 2 locations to pick from, one from the J.D. Williams Library and the other from Coulter Hall, making it easy to grab in between classes.
Fall Starbucks order is a venti apple crisp shaken espresso with an extra shot of espresso and with almond milk.
Strawberry acai with lemonade and peach juice. It's so good. You guys should get it.
Vanilla iced latte with 2 pumps of sugar-free vanilla and heavy cream. I like it. I spend too much money on it, my mom says, so.
A mango dragon fruit lemonade Starbucks refresher, but with no lemonade and only water.
Brown sugar oat milk espresso, and it's really good. I like it.
Iced caramel macchiato, venti. A venti strawberry refresher and a double smoked bacon cheddar and egg sandwich, and it's my favorite thing.
Tall, grande, venti, or even Trenta, Starbucks has become a lifeline for the average college student, with a variety of drinks to choose from for anyone. Hope you got some ideas for your next Starbucks order. Leslie Lackman reporting, NewsWatch Ole Miss.
A cease and desist order that had been placed on the University of Mississippi's chapter of Sigma Alpha Epsilon has been lifted as of Tuesday. The SAE National Office had initially sent the order Friday, October 25th, which led to an investigation taking place. However, the letter did not indicate what issues were being looked into. At the conclusion of the investigation, the National Office notified the fraternity that it could resume chapter operations, according to the eminent Supreme Recorder and the CEO of SAE. And tonight, Ole Miss Jazz will be hosting a concert in the Nutt Auditorium at 7:30 p.m. The performers are the Collegians and the Mississippians Jazz Ensemble. The concert will be free and open to the public, so make sure to check it out.
The Thacker Mountain Radio Show is hosting 3 live shows this season at the Powerhouse Community Arts Center.
The Thacker Mountain Radio Hour is a weekly live radio show that features author readings as well as a wide array of musical performances from the Square right here in Oxford.
The first of these shows is dedicated to a harrowing story of justice following a power plant catastrophe in Tennessee.
That performance will be tonight at 6 p.m. Admission is free and refreshments will be provided starting at 5:30.
The Oxford Board of Aldermen has unanimously approved renaming a section of College Hill Road after the Mastillas family. City Engineer John Crowley presented the proposed name change to the board Tuesday at City Hall. He said that the Oxford Post Office was requesting renaming the section of that road that dead ends at the airport property line. Crowley said that it gets confusing for carriers to deliver to 3 sections all known as College Hill. Alderman Jason Bailey asked if they could name the road Mastillas Cove, since Angelo Mastillas' popular restaurant was once located in that area. And in local election news, all but one of the Lafayette County races are headed to the runoff election on November 26th. In the race for Justice Court, Deanna McLarty, who earned 20.7% of the votes, will face Lee Faulkner, who earned 20.9% of the votes. In the election commissioner race for District 1, the only race that was decided on election night, Faye Phillips took 53.51% of the votes. And for the election commissioner race for District 5, Debbie Black and Tiffany Babb. In the school board race, Shane Russell and Judith Thompson will go into the runoffs as well. And the affidavit votes are still being counted. Those who had to vote due to a lack of ID have 5 business days to present it. Well, coming up on NewsWatch Ole Miss, we have the latest on the biology building open house.
Plus, an update on the nation post-election day. We will be right back after the break.
The freedom to live in safety. That's an American dream.
NewsWatch is a student-run newscast that goes live every week, Monday through Thursday at 5 o'clock.
NewsWatch is more than just a college team. It is an immersive learning experience. You learn certain skills that help you in your future journalism career.
Rebel Watch is just a cool experience because like I want to do something in the sports world. So just to get the chance to do that on a platform like this, it's just a great opportunity.
We are the only live station in the Oxford-Lafayette area, with Tupelo being the closest. We cover all local news.
Gonna be a hot one out there for move-in weekend, Ole Miss. Good luck this year, Rep.
You did it. You're home. I can't wait for you to discover the true meaning of Hotty Toddy. It's a cheer that connects us all to the red and blue. It's the moment that begins when you step on campus and continues long after you turn your tassel. I can't wait for you to discover your legacy and make the world a better place. Are you ready?
Ole Miss. I got the opportunity to attend the biology department's open house. Let's take a look.
The University of Mississippi's biology department hosted an open house to convey the importance of ecological conservation. The event had many different exhibits for students to learn about insects, mushrooms, plants, and more. Volunteers shared their perspective on the importance of hosting this event.
This event is kind of our haunted open house, so it's really important to us that the event we're hosting today is a good opportunity for students to get a preview into the biology department, so the types of research that's going on, the types of resources we have, as well as the people here. And so by having these different fun events, like looking at the specimens, or being able to talk one-on-one with these professors in the research, you hopefully get a better idea of what we do and how to use the resources we have.
Our goal is really to encourage diversity and sustainability on campus and also within the ecology field. So what we like to do is connect students with opportunities to engage with the ecology field.
Students who visited the exhibit gained knowledge they did not have before.
I learned that there's like hundreds of different species of mushrooms, and there's actually one that will like push up bricks because it's like so strong when it's growing.
I really liked look in the creepy crawlies and fish segment where I got to look at the butterflies with my magnifying glass.
I'm a biology major, so I really wanted to like come and like see all the labs and stuff where I'll be doing work.
This has been Sneha Vieru with NewsWatch.
It's time to see how things are shaping up after the election results yesterday. Here's news anchor Alexia Andrzejczyk for The Watch.
Thank you, Sneha. Well, President-elect Donald Trump has been quietly preparing to detain and deport migrants on a large scale. According to sources, Trump and his team have been discussing what a mass deportation plan would look like while still on the campaign trail. Early talks have focused on removing undocumented immigrants who have committed crimes. In addition, his team is figuring out how to handle immigrants who were brought in as children, known as Dreamers. They have protection under an Obama-era program. Immigration enforcement operations have generally been underfunded, and with detention space already limited, officials said finding money to expand those facilities would be difficult. And President-elect Donald Trump's legal team is wasting no time getting his New York hush money conviction thrown out of court. As of now, Judge Juan Merchan is considering whether to dismiss the conviction in light of the Supreme Court's decision over the summer granting Trump some immunity. The judge has given himself until November 12th to decide the matter, with sentencing scheduled for November 26th if he keeps the conviction. Trump's lawyers do not want to wait and are expected to enter a file arguing the former president is entitled to the same constitutional protections as the sitting president. As such, they would argue the conviction would be thrown out. And on the Democratic side, President Joe Biden addressed the nation after his party lost the election. He noted his appreciation for Vice President Kamala Harris and discussed his post-result interaction with Trump.
Yesterday, I spoke with President-elect Trump to congratulate him on his victory, and I assured him that I would direct my entire administration to work with his team to ensure a peaceful and orderly transition. That's what the American people deserve.
Although many political figures have expressed that they want a peaceful transfer, the nation has responded differently. Miami police are searching for the gunman responsible for shooting 3 women after an argument broke out over the election. Police say the incident happened early Wednesday morning at an apartment complex. Officials say a group of people were drinking when they decided to argue. That was when someone walked to a vehicle, pulled out a gun, and began shooting. One of the victims is in serious condition with an injury to her stomach. The other 2 victims are in stable condition. Investigators are still working to name a suspect. Our hearts at NewsWatch go out to those affected by election violence. This has been The Watch. I'm Alexia Anderchek. Back to y'all at the desk.
Thank you, Alexa. It's about time for another weather update. Seth, could you tell us a bit more about tonight's weather conditions?
Of course. As we head into tonight, we are looking at temperatures in the upper 50s and low 60s with some unfortunate weather heading our way. I'll have more after the break.
We're all just trying to keep things running for those who rely on us. Ready! That's why we don't have time to be sick with the flu. And especially this year, no one has time to get sick. Get a flu shot for yourself and those around you too.
This is drugs. This is your brain on drugs. Any questions?
Elmer loves to giggle. Elmer's mommy taught him that laughing can help when you have a big feeling, like when you feel happy. Make sure to celebrate when you're happy and laugh it out. Love your mind.
Because I love you. I want to be your only guy.
Because I love you, skip class with me. Let's stay in bed today.
Because I love you, I just want to be with you so freaking much.
Because I love you.
I waited for you after Chem Lab.
You were walking with Mark?
Because I love you.
You shouldn't be hanging out with that dude.
You should know how dumb that makes me look. I don't care if she's your lab partner.
Why do you have texts from him?
Because I love you. This number?
Delete.
Because I love you. This Jason number?
Delete.
And Ben?
Delete.
Because I love you, I should smash your phone.
I'll let you give me your password instead.
Because I love you.
I will check your texts every day.
You got lucky. Because I love you.
Because I love you.
You think it's okay.
Because I love you. You understand.
Because I love you, you stop talking to your classmates.
And you feel completely alone.
Because I love you. That's not love.
Welcome back to NewsWatch Ole Miss with Stormwatch. I'm Seth Parento. Well, if we take a look at our current conditions here in Oxford, we are seeing a temperature of 69 degrees with mostly cloudy skies and a light breeze of around 5 miles per hour. And if we take a look across the rest of northern Mississippi, you'll see kind of a rather large temperature gradient as we move from west to east, with South Haven only at 61 and Tupelo having the regional high at 77 degrees. And as we head into tonight, we are looking at a low of only 59 degrees with those clouds remaining and the wind picking up just a little bit to around 10 miles per hour. And as we head into tomorrow, we are looking at a high of 75 degrees, what we would consider a southern fall here in Oxford, again with those clouds remaining and that breeze staying consistent at around 10 miles per hour. And if we take a look at tomorrow's conditions, we are seeing temperatures, again, a little bit more varied as we head from west to east, with South Haven, again, having the regional low of 71, and Tupelo, once again, having the regional high of 78 degrees. And for our kickoff forecast, as we head into this weekend, we are looking at temperatures in the low 70s. However, it's looking like it's going to be raining almost all of game day. So try and make sure you coordinate the outfits to accommodate that, unfortunately. And again, that breeze, again, consistent at 10 miles per hour. And for your 5-day forecast, as you can see, as we head into the weekend, temperatures will be steadily dropping as that cold front comes in, bringing that rain, with Tuesday only reaching a high of 68 degrees.
I can't lie, I'm so happy to see those cooler temperatures, but I'm so sad that it's going to be raining on Saturday.
Yeah, no, we've been getting a break for these past few games, but our time had to come soon.
So, like, how are y'all going to save your outfits? Because
It's supposed to be a good week.
I really don't know.
And such a big game.
Such a big game.
Well, we have a few days to figure it out, but enough about weather. What do we got going on in the world of sports?
Coming up, the big game is finally here. The number 2 Georgia Bulldogs are coming to Oxford for an afternoon game on Saturday. Check back in after the break to hear about this and more.
The funny thing about Hannah is she never crawled. She skipped it entirely. Went straight to walking and running. She was such an eager little girl. Guess she was always looking for the next amazing thing. I know that Hannah loved every one of you.
Are you looking for more in this world? Are you driven by purpose? Then we are looking for you. The big-hearted, the bold, the change makers. We are the Peace Corps. With volunteers in more than 60 countries, we join hands with communities, live together, work together, transform lives, and serve boldly together. Are you ready to go the distance to make a difference? Then we have a place where you belong. Join us.
Think buying fake products is harmless? Think again. Think fake cosmetics are tested and safe? Think again. Think that medicine you can buy off social media is high quality? Think again. Counterfeits are made in unsafe conditions, potentially using hazardous and even lethal ingredients that could harm you and others. Each year, billions of dollars worth of counterfeit products are sold in the U.S. I smell big crime. Think about it. If you don't know where the products came from, how could you know where the money goes? You're smart. Buy smart. Go for real.
Welcome back. I'm Caroline Dardo with Sports Watch. It's the game we've all been waiting for. Georgia is heading to Oxford. The number 2 Bulldogs are heading into the game 5-1 in the SEC. Georgia opened the 2024 season with a dominant win over Clemson and Tennessee Tech before their loss in Tuscaloosa. However, the Dogs have persevered and not lost a game since. All eyes are on Jackson Dart after his record game last week in Arkansas. Jordan Watkins had his breakout game last week. Is he going to do it again, or is it Juice Wells' turn? Trey Amos is notorious for his interceptions. Can he catch one of number 4 nationally ranked quarterback Carson Beck's, as he's thrown 11 this year? Take a look at what Amos has to say.
The offense goes down the field in that Arkansas game, gets stuffed on the one. But, the defense steps up. You guys get an early score. What did that do for the momentum of the team just going into the rest of the game?
It was just like a so what, now what? We just wanted to, change the momentum. Obviously, offense couldn't get it done, but, we had their back, and we just made them pay. And, obviously we scored on the touchdown, the sack fumble. So it was just all about execution, just trying to do our job and, make plays. So, yeah.
Ole Miss basketball is hosting Grambling State this Friday night following their season opening win. The last time the Rebels and the Tigers met was November 14th, 2011, and it turned into a Rebel win. This matchup is one that the men are looking forward to, as the SEC has become even tougher with the addition of Oklahoma and Texas. With 9 SEC teams earning the AP preseason rankings, including Ole Miss, the Rebels' schedule is filled with big games, especially those in the SJB Pavilion. With the returners and the newcomers, the men's basketball team is ready to face the season head-on. Let's hear from head coach Chris Beard about his takeaways from their exhibition game against.
I can try to spin it positive and tell you that we were out-rebounded significantly in the first half. But in the second half, we seemed to compete a lot better. I think we might have got a +1 on them in the second half, if I'm not mistaken. On the other hand, you look at it as a 40-minute body of work. And so it was just kind of the game within the game that we didn't take care of. You know, Illinois out-rebounded us for the game, so it's a focal point.
And that's all I have for sports. Be sure to check in tomorrow for our sports talk show, Rebel Watch, tomorrow at 5. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you, Caroline. Well, coming up, we will be talking about Jimmy John's new pickle sandwich.
Stay tuned to hear more about it. NewsWatch Ole Miss will be right back.
Hate is loud. It gets clicks. It gets attention. Hate, however, is actually quite small. But love is the majority. Filling up something far more important than any feed. Love fills our hearts, our lives, our every day with understanding, empathy, and compassion, leaving hate to become what it truly is, a whisper.
I'm Woodsy Owl. In order to try and stop pollution, we need more help. So, help Woodsy spread the word. Come on, never be a dirty bird. No matter where you go, you can let some people know to give a hoot, don't pollute. Never be a dirty bird. In the city or in the woods, help keep America looking good.
Welcome back to NewsWatch Ole Miss. The popular sandwich chain Jimmy John's has come out with a unique new sandwich called a Pickle Witch.
NewsWatch's lifestyle reporter Logan Kennedy has the latest.
Today I am trying the Jimmy John's Pickle Witch.
Recently, popular sandwich company Jimmy John's has launched their new creation, the Pickle Witch. The sandwich features a pickle instead of breading and comes in two options: the classic turkey and tomato, and the veto. The Pickle Witch has become a media sensation, and Jimmy John's has changed their classic red and white logo to green in order to match their new pickle aesthetic. In order to promote their new creation, they have begun posting memes and photos on Instagram. Along with the Pickle Witch, Jimmy John's has also released pickle chips to complement the sandwich. I followed along with this trend and tried the sandwich at the Oxford location.
I would rate it a 6 out of 10. I don't know if I would ever order this again. It's definitely different. Definitely a new type of deal. But I wouldn't order it every day.
Although I would not get the Pickle Witch again and didn't really like it, I really understand the hype around this different type of sandwich, and I encourage everyone to check it out and try it before it goes out of stores. Thanks for watching. I'm Logan Kennedy, NewsWatch Ole Miss.
Thank you, Logan. Well, that's all we have for tonight. I'm Alexi Anderchek.
And I'm Sneha Viguru with your latest news.
I'm Caroline Dardo with Sports Watch.
And with Stormwatch, I'm Seth Parento.
Be sure to keep up with us on our socials and tune in tomorrow at 5 for Rebel Watch.
NewsWatch Ole Miss, where we keep it live and keep it local.